Hi, good morning. Welcome to Going Insane with Temperance Jermaine. That's me. Okay, all fresh and bright and bushy-tailed, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Got the stuff out of my car, made my room cozy, put myself in a corner, so only baby can put baby in a corner. Shout out to Ruth. Hi, Ruth. Okay, so here we go. I had all kinds of things in my head. Like a list that they were giving me to accomplish today. Reminded me one of the first ones, and the song wouldn't quit playing in my head. So for somebody or everybody, for me, it has meaning. And it may seem like a really random, obscure type of song. I posted it on my Facebook ministry, okay? The link is in the notifications below. And it's by Neil Diamond, and it's called Shiloh. So it's got the lyrics. I got the video with the lyrics. And I posted most, not all, of my Pandora list that was played today. A really lovely way to start this day of hopefully rest. It's another 555 portal. So take advantage of that. It's nothing to fear. It's something to embrace, so that all the energies going, between can be utilized to their fullest potential. And I think it's going to be an auspicious day. That's a great word, is it not? Okay, so all the songs are there. Please take a listen if you are so led. No, I'm not going to put you in a chokehold or anything. You are free to walk your path as you see fit. No judgment from me. Anyway, so, okay. I'll probably retouch on the video. I don't know. Retouch on the video that I did yesterday and separate out the topics so that video has just the topics. Let me know if y'all listen to the Sam the Illusionist videos I recommended yesterday about the current event topics, and let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. Leave a comment. Let's start a dialogue. Even if it's just an emoji, really helps promote the video, guys. Just saying. It's an exchange of energy. It's like claiming it, putting your energy that way. I have a tip jar, so you can add your energy that way. I have services that I offer if you'd like to participate in that way. Don't forget, everything that we're moving into requires a reciprocity. RECIPROSITY. Reciprocity. Look it up. Because this is you can't just take. You can't just take in the 5D. Ascension is reciprocity. At its most basic foundational meaning and level. You give and you take. You give and you take. And it's a relationship of give and take and adding and taking only what you need, adding, taking only what you need, and then we have a stash cache of energy and resources together as a tribe. Just saying. Okay, it's called flow. Think about it. Money is just energy. The more you are sure that you're not going to run out, and the more you share, the more it gets to come back. And that's how it works. Okay, I'm sure that they said that message will be confirmed to everybody today, so watch for it. Thanks, gang gang. Let's call in gang gang, shall we? Yes, let's. I love my OCG. Original Cosmic Gangsters. Love team. Magdalene. Joan, hi. Shakina. Yeshua. 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 Christ consciousness is a real thing, you all. It's what we've been anchoring down. It's what the grid is made of. That's what the light warriors and light workers have been doing. Christ consciousness is here. The second coming of Christ is now. This is not a drill. This is not a game. There's nothing pretend about this. Cutting away from the undivine matrix opens up the divine matrix. And, I mean, let's just talk real stuff. We don't know what that means. We, as one, connected to the one, are co-creating this with the innate power we are born with. But we have to focus on decalcifying, avoid tap water as much as possible, bless the water. That is intention. And you can change. I'll find that video and I'll post it on my Facebook about how just talking kindly to water changes all its molecular structure. It's amazing. It's scientific fact. Can't even argue with it. That's why we bless our food. The intention for it to be a healthy addition to our body helps really make it a healthy addition to our body. Our bodies are very adaptable and receptive to extract what it doesn't want or need quickly. So if we don't overwhelm it with sugar and crap, and we start feeding it what it needs to thrive, everything changes. That's all as far as I'm going on that one. Okay, OCG, Metatron, hi, Michael, you're IL. They just tickle me. They're always just so willing to show up. And they take our positions here very seriously and in high regard. Because as observers, our angels, our guardians, our ancestors through this veil that we can't see yet, punch right through it. Sometimes we trip through it, literally, or figuratively, or psychedelically, and lots of people are trying to through time, people have tried to substitute or to counteract the 3D matrix with those substances. Nothing wrong with that. No one's judging, okay? And the desire to seek that out. There's nothing wrong with that. I quite frankly, as a child, I did a lot of acid. I did a lot of LSD. I just did. I liked it because it made me feel, I felt more normal and more present in my skin while I was tripping. Go figure. But I couldn't smoke pot. It was like a bad trip. More on that later. Point is this: the act of seeking out and understanding that this ain't normal, guys. This undivine matrix is the pretend. There's a man behind the curtain, and it ain't God. It's a little bitty dude with a big fucking mic. Now, like Wizard of Oz, booming his voice, whoa, and he's just a little short dude with trying to instill fear for compliance because it's food. It's my faith and trust and stepping out, sharing your authentic self, claiming it is so important and reciprocal in nature, because then the divine realm can give you and boost, and it starts just building up here, building up here, and subtracting from down here because you're pulling up, and this is the goal. If you want to start channeling, okay. So, are we done channeling now, guys? Some readers apologize when they go off on the channel tangent, channeling tangent, and it annoys me when they apologize for taking time to do it. You won't find me doing that here. If you're just wanting me to get to the reading, this is the reading. This is me reading. This is them feeding me and me putting it out. That's the reciprocal nature of my relationship with my higher realm love team, OCG. Are we done now? Is that it? For this second, they said shuffle the cards. No, they're sassy like me. It's okay. It works for us. I like being sassy and a smartass. It's my personality. I had to add a pillow under my rear end. I am so short. I mean, 5'3" 3/4" since 8th grade. People don't think I'm that short, but I am. I've measured. And I just can't seem to add another 1/4 inch. People usually think I'm like 5'6" or 7, but I'm not. Okay. Someone told me that I look 5'9". I'm like, wow, that'd be a stretch. Okay, I'm pretty corny. I'm pretty wordy. Sometimes it comes out corny. Okay, are you ready to start the message? Yes, yes. Let's do this. Those? More? Okay. Next deck. Sacred Creators. Still a little short for this table and chair to shuffle comfortably. So, pardon me while I struggle just a tad. That's why I put the pillow under my arse. I couldn't shuffle a lick. I just couldn't. I tried earlier. Okay. Okay, add to this message, please. Any others? I'll practice on that. It amazes me how they do that. Oh my God, I want to do that when I grow up. Okay. Their message, not my message, okay? I need a haircut. I like it a little lighter on top. So that's how I do it. Add to this message, please, gang, gang. I'm not going to say that. I'm not about complaining. Okay. Add to this message, please. Okay. Thank you. And last but not least, the rock stars. And the Archangel Power Moreau. Shuffle, shuffle. I slept so good last night. I don't think I moved positions. I think, well, I did, but not a lot. Any others? Okay. It is what it is. Ta-da! Yeah, I'm waiting for my computer to cue me which files to remove from where. Now that I've got my stuff more available to me, I'll be able to work on that later. I've got all day. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to hang and chill. My candle melted in my car sideways in Phoenix. So flipping hot. And it was, I mean, I had my windows cracked and I had my sunshade on. Okay, Tracy, focus. You're getting distracted. I was thinking about my food and my soup, and I hope that it's good because I'm hungry and I want to eat it. And I'm just hoping that it didn't cook and go bad while I was in the car, while I was at my friend's house. Don't forget, it's the portal today. Oh, I already said that. Oh, it's 9:23:95. Oh, wow. Okay, 9:23 at 5:23. Cool. All right. 19. Falling angel, spiritual, narcolepsy. My grandma, she used to say she had narcolepsy, and she said she had a little button on her butt that whenever she sat down, out she'd go. I miss you, Grandma Donnie. Okay. I was thinking about her a lot when I went to the Cracker Barrel the other day. Falling angel. Falling unconscious. I can talk. I can speak. Falling unconscious. Spiritual narcolepsy. You are being cautioned now not to fall asleep or go unconscious. You have been flying above the strife and suffering of the world. And angel bliss. Ooh, that's me. Guess I better perk my ears up, huh? Okay, not angel bliss. In angelic bliss. However, you risk being seduced by the beauty and comfort of your situation and losing track of your aspirations. Your wings, as you fall and pick up speed, heading toward the trees below, and a possible nasty landing. Remember that all you need to do is stop being a falling angel, is to spread your wings, to halt your descent, and then find an updraft again. Do not be seduced by the fallen angels, your supposed friends and companions, who are ready to use you for their pleasure and have only their own interest in mind. I guess those would be those fiery hoops, like a little circus poodle we jump through for the distinct pleasure and usury of others. I'll say fuckery, but I chose usury instead. Well, back to the book. Do not be seduced by the fallen angels, your supposed friends and companions, who are ready to use you for their pleasure and have only their own interests in mind. As you soar once more in flight, receive the gift of the falling angel as an invitation to study the forest from the trees. In other words, to analyze your situation from a higher perspective. Without being entangled in its thorny branches. Once you understand what needs to be done, head back to your lofty heights and stand by for the right moment. Action you take now may backfire. Stay conscious and wait until you are guided to change. You will know when the time is ripe. Warning received. Cautionary words. Division 11. The wall. Obstacles. They are so good at this. Are they not? Thank you, angels. Thank you, love team. The wall. Obstacles. Being inconvenienced by life, detours, and non-action. There are moments in your life when you are so geared up, so sure that you are on track, with such drive and momentum that you are shocked and confused when you encounter a wall. This unpredictability occurs outside your ability to plan, regardless of if you've done everything right. In alignment with the divine, if you've done everything right in alignment with divine, it's imperative that you change your attitude now. This temporary roadblock is not an obstacle to blast through. It's not an invitation to push harder, cancel other plans, or worry about who will win or lose. It's also not about being right. Don't forget previous 2-3 days of messages. This is a stopping point to enable you to slow down and contemplate the part of the manifesting equation that you and everyone else forgets. Life, on life's terms, will override your best laid plans. So I tell people life happened. Things changed. Divine, intervention, divine detour, a God shelf, collect God dust. It's okay. Life on life's terms. And if you're in the river, floating up to where you need to be, you don't need to blast through anything or be a fish trying to, break up a rock with your own body. That's silly and counterproductive. It doesn't work, fishy. The fishy needs to know it's a fishy. That was previous videos, okay? Like just recent one. I don't know which one, but Anywho, back to the book. Yes, as inconvenient as it may seem, this experience is an important reminder that you are a human being, not a human doing. You're a human being, not a human doing. You got to remember, control is an illusion. When you let go of that, thinking that you have control, and it's such a codependent need to be in control, you let go of that lie from the pit of hell, life gets so much lighter and more enjoyable and floaty, less rapids, less rocks to hit your fish yourself on. Okay, I'll keep going. Perhaps you're being reminded in your mortality of your mortality, or that you are but a small part of a bigger universe, not puzzle pieces stacked, puzzle pieces flat, huge tapestry of what's going on that we have no idea. We just need to be courageous and reciprocal to the universe as it tries to give us what we want and desire, to also do what our portion is by getting snapped into place. Don't try to snap into someone else's position either. I don't know who's doing that, but don't do it. Authentic, radically honest, radical forgiveness. That's where it's at. 0 point of joy. 0.0 point of joy equals bliss. That's where the magic happens. So you got to reach. I mean, that's your first destination goal. You know, it's like through unforgiveness. I mean, through forgiveness, through unconditional love of self first. That's when you start like, oh, there is a 0.0 point of joy. It's there. I know. Come on. I know you want to. Come on. Let's play. Come and float with me. The scenery's great. It's very relaxing. It's very rewarding. And it's reciprocal in nature. When you manifest out of joy, boom, there it comes. It's just right there. I can see it. Right up around the bend from the, just enjoy the view until I get there, and enjoy the clouds in the sky as I'm rafting on this beautiful water with all the flora and fauna. Enjoying the company of my soul tribe. It's getting bigger. I'm just there. I mean, I could just stay there, visualizing it with you guys right here in front of you. Enjoy, in bliss, in zen. Back to that. Go wing. I'm going. Perhaps you're being reminded of your mortality, or that you are but a small part of a bigger universe where your destiny intersects with others. They're so good at this. You can have the credit. I don't need it. And your attention is meant to be directed somewhere else. Your life may be meant to serve another purpose at this moment, and your attention meant to be directed elsewhere. Where your destiny intersects with others, your life may be meant to serve another purpose at this moment, and your attention meant to be directed elsewhere. Consider that this place of temporary non-action is exactly meant to be for you. Perhaps it's because all you desire and have set in motion needs time to coalesce into form on the other side. Could it be that all the elements are not yet in place for this manifestation to be for the highest good of all? Patience is required now, and the wisdom that this might be a great time to take a break and contemplate gratitude. What is truly yours will never be walled off from you. Amen. Thank you, gang. We all needed to hear that. Okay, so here's another building card. 44. Perfect storm. Courage to step into life. Chakra, chakra, chakra. Boom. Sacral chakra. Crown chakra. It's purple. The green is the heart. This reminds me of the meeting I had Friday night at the ranch. Like the storm was, the storm of life was electrifying the experience. And then we burst into the higher realms all the way to the 17th chakra. And there's just you can see, and it, okay, so this is a building card, as we know. It keeps coming back, so let's pay attention, class. Just kidding. Perfect storm. An invitation to act now. The courage to step into life. Sheltering from turbulence. When the perfect storm appears, it cautions you to be ready for an exciting, if turbulent, time. The winds are picking up, and you need to make sure that you are close to the eye of the storm, or you will be buffeted by gusts that may take you far from where you need to be. The key is to remain centered and balanced, and bear witness to the forces building in intensity. Notice how the loose stuff is starting to fly around, and recognize how little of it you truly need. Let go of those thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that clutter your heart and cloud your mind. Then the storm will be absolutely perfect for you. If you wonder what you might lose during the perfect storm, know that it is those things we are most attached to that are taken first, as if life were trying to unburden us of our righteous self-importance. I've mentioned before, I've lost everything more than thrice. Stuff will return. Stuff gathers. And like the first video, environment versus environment, it's the first video for a reason. So you might want to hop back through and do a refresher course. If you haven't been there yet, you might want to go ahead and check out all the information as laid out in this series in a sequence of videos that are building blocks to each other. Videos are sound and true, and backed by my experience, channeled from on high in an order of their making and choosing. The videos get better as they go. There's a learning curve to everything, right? And but the messages are sound. They're sound. They're even if you don't like some of them, the voice track, it didn't sync up for whatever reason. You don't have to watch me. You can just listen. I know some things are annoying, but I mean, if you're going to let stuff like that stop you from getting the information you need to pass this open book test we're going through this month, And until we ascend, actually, until the ascension for you happens, it's an open book test. They're giving you all the answers. And if you fall short or misstep, it's okay, because you are where you are. That's where you're supposed to be. No judging. There's no judgment, and there's no time frame. There are goalposts and mile markers, and like in the video yesterday where I go into depth about May 26th. So if you haven't seen that one yet, you might want to pop back one. I didn't put it in the title, which I don't know why I didn't. That's why I think I might do one with it in the title this time, a real short one. But this is just for those on the head of the bell curve to have a turbo burst all at once. I'm excited. I'm excited. I mean, I am so excited. I think it's amazing it's on Levi's birthday. I think Levi's gonna find that's my son. It's his birthday and he'll be 21. So it's 21 and 21 on 5/26. With the full blood moon and the lunar eclipse. Just phenomenal. I don't know. Anyway, I'm excited for him too, and I don't even know if he knows it's coming. It's like, I want to know what's going to happen. I'm sure I'll find out one day. Anyway, back to the book. If you wonder what you might lose during the perfect storm, know that it is those things that we are most attached to that are taken first, as if life were trying to unburden us of our righteous self-importance. Let it all go with the wind. The less you resist change brought by the perfect storm, the happier you will be. It's true. Ride the winds to your next destination. I love the new next. I'm always going for the new next. I love the next. You can embrace that. That's half the battle. Just being willing to change. And because we don't want to stay the same in the same undivided matrix. I mean, you can't be afraid of change when that's all we want. It's everything to be different, but we're not willing to change. That's just redundant and backward thinking. Just saying. Let it all go with the wind. The less you resist the change brought to you by the perfect storm, the happier you will be. Ride the winds to your next destination. Embrace the rain or the snow. Remember that every time you try to argue with nature, you lose. The perfect storm can also be a call for you to seize the moment. Carpe diem. There might be a great opportunity that you need to take advantage of right now. Carpe diem. Here, time is of the essence. Here, time is of the essence. It may be gone shortly, so do not hesitate. Go ahead, bite off more than you can chew, and take the storm on in all its terrifying greatness. Experiencing the fullness of life, you will succeed. Yes, yes. Come on. Yes, yes. Come on, say it with me. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. You will succeed. You will. Not a doubt in my mind. Overthinking can spoil the magic. Overthinking can spoil the magic. Think about that for a second. I don't have that problem. I shoot from the hip. I'm always in the river. It's easy for me. I don't mind. It's my nature. It's my character. It's the cloth I was cut from. Oh my gosh, it's 0-0. It's the very first card. Wow. That's something. Let's see. The messages, it says. Overthinking can spoil the magic. Essential meanings. Finding inspiration, new beginnings, setting out on your own path, following your intuition and trusting in the universe, source, the courage to begin new projects, having a positive mindset, recognizing serendipity and opportunity. I love that serendipity word. Intuition's a muscle, you got to work it. Discernment is a muscle, and you got to work it. And using both of those will develop your faith muscle without a doubt. Just keep working it. Self-care message. Naively jumping into something new with both feet, analysis paralysis, and the fear of making the wrong decision. Movement and progress blocked by your own doubts, not trusting your gut, worrying about outcomes before you begin, borrowing trouble. Yes, I said it again. Borrowing trouble. That's what overthinking is. And who wants to borrow trouble as if there's not enough to be had? Just because life is on its own terms. Life in life's terms, you don't need to borrow trouble. So stop borrowing trouble. It's so simple. You don't need to take a loan out on trouble. Some messages and just make my mouth go, chew on that. Don't borrow trouble. I mean, if you're going to borrow trouble instead of just look for the silver lining, that's on you. Hubbabaloo. I had to finish something in a rhyme because pretty wordy, This is the trust card, the go card, the finding the courage and step out card. It is a reminder to take action when you are feeling inspired by a big idea. It is a reminder to take action when you are feeling inspired by a big idea and to use the delicious energy of new beginnings to sustain your motion as you move into the sacred flow of making it happen. But these cards so far are a precarious balance, are they not? That's why intuition and discernment are so important. And faith is the kingpin. That was tight. That was tight. Dang, dang. Faith is the kingpin. It is. Without faith, your chassis is going to dismantle. You ain't rolling nowhere without faith. It ain't going to happen. Get your kingpin. Make sure it's securely in its king hole. Okay, so let's have some coffee. I think I will take a marker to the wolf in sheep's clothing. The sacred flow of making it happen. It's time to allow magical beginnings to take root. There is such a thing as blocking your own magic by overthinking, and sometimes trusting in the unknown is exactly what needs to be done. Trusting in the unknown is exactly what needs to be done. Jump in with both feet, bravely, passionately, foolishly even, because when you know, you just know. Sometimes you can feel the rightness of an opportunity as it blossoms in front of you. Embrace this divine timing and the authenticity of imperfection. Perfect child syndrome is a disorder. It's pretty egotistical to think you can be perfect, or that things have to be perfect, or that you can overthink things into perfection, because most times you just miss the moment. Let that sink in. Embrace this divine timing and the authenticity of imperfection and leap towards your destiny. As you do, expect to up-level your skills in order to integrate these new lessons and new experiences, because this, sweet soul, is where you learn to fly. What new experiences are intriguing you right now? How could you benefit from a little more spontaneity? What's the worst thing that could happen if you just run with it? What's the best thing that could happen? All good questions. Okay, these are building cards, and it's not my message. It's their message. Welcome, divine masculine. Okay, well, he keeps threatening to show up. You know, we all have masculine and feminine inside of all of us. The yin and the yang. Okay, so you know, the yin, the female, has the white with the black dot. That's the masculine. The black dot's the masculine. And the yang is the masculine, and the white dot is the feminine. And there's a balance. Ta-da! Pretty good visual, is it not? I thought so too. Welcome the divine masculine. Essential meanings: yang, passion, creativity, providing care for others, strength of spirit, warrior soul, knowledge, a gifted leader, true entrepreneurial spirit, yes, yes, stability, friendly and positive competition, self-care message, being authoritative instead of cooperative, controls an illusion. Get that through your head. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. Falling into the trap of scarcity thinking. Don't do it. It's a trap. Lack mentality is a flippin' trap for you to stay in lack. I mean, you're just trapping yourself. You borrowed so much trouble. You screwed yourself over. Placing too much energy on competition, spending time finding new opportunities instead of nurturing the ones you have. A lack of motivation. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's all right. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The energy of the divine masculine is bright and fierce. Yes, yes. It can warm hearts, break down barriers, and inspire minds. Yes, yes. It can grow food for thought. Yeah. And it can feed a village. Yes, yes. This is an auspicious, that's the word I already used today in my first channelings. This is that is crazy. I love that. I love crazy. Weird is my thing. This is an auspicious card that promises luck, positivity, and success. And your Yang hunter spirit is being called forth to stand up and claim these gifts. Do it, do it, do it. Yes, yes. Say it. Yes, yes. Come on. I know you want to. Passive waiting is not the answer right now. Go get that thing you've been dreaming of. Make your move. This enthusiastic, creative energy is ready to set your path on fire. So step into the challenge being presented, and lovingly slay it. Woo! Psst. You're ready. That's what it is. As with all fiery forces, managing your energy and stamina will be important. Not enough, and you have a failure to launch. Too much. I find that funny. Okay, I'm sorry. Not enough, and you have a failure to launch. Too much, and it can burn out all too quickly before it fully develops. Seek the Goldilocks zone, where the right amount of this inspirational energy will fill you with creative passion and with its longevity. Get ready to expand and move with happiness in your heart. 0.0 point of joy is bliss, baby. Aim for that. Why don't you borrow some joy instead? Borrow some joy. Think about that. Let that sink in. Borrow some joy instead of trouble and worry and missing out on opportunities because you can't have a guarantee written out and with God that everything's going to turn out perfectly the way you think it should be. Everybody gets to have their equal shot at making the best of each moment. It's quite egotistical to think that you get to control the outcome because you need it to be a certain way. It doesn't work like that. Everybody gets their portion of that moment. That's why you got to stay in each moment. Each moment. This now, this now, this now, this now. And just ride it. Ride the wave. Control is a flippant illusion, and it's grossly overrated. That's so fun. If we could control everything and have everything, then you'd be God. What's the point of having the experience? The whole point is the experience. Relax. Relax. Control's an illusion. For the delusional. For the 3D matrix. Cut free. Creative passion and with its longevity. Get ready to expand and to move with happiness in your heart. Your yang fire energy. Too much or too little? Are you still as passionate about your journey as you were when you started? What do you love most about the path you are on? Why do you do what you do? What's your big why? Their message. It is not my message. Building cards. So this is like a refresher. Okay, right? Fall in love with your story. Fall in love with your own story. I'm in love with my story. I really am. It's flippin' epic. And it just keeps getting epicer. That's not a word. Okay, fall in love with your own story. I have one moment in life I would change, as I've said before. And I'm not going to say what it is today. Maybe in a future video. Not today. Fall in love with your own story. Essential meanings. Sharing your story, accepting responsibility as the author of your own epic tale. They are so good at this, okay? It's not my message. It's their message. Revisiting the inspiration behind your brand story. Self-care message. A need to be wary of any negative stories you tell yourself about your circumstances and abilities. A desire to adopt or mimic someone else's story because you don't love your own. An incongruent brand message. The need to trust in your own story and communicate it honestly. Our stories have power. They shape our understanding of who we are and what we can do. And when we get them right and totally love our own story, magic happens. It just does. The story that has the most hold on your life is the one that you tell yourself every day. It runs on autopilot, and it convinces you of your lucky or unlucky circumstances, your amazing or mediocre abilities, your strengths and weaknesses, and it assures you that money is easy to make or that you need to suffer and work hard before before it can arrive. One you tell yourself every day. It runs on autopilot, and it convinces you of your lucky or unlucky circumstances, your amazing or mediocre abilities, your strengths and weaknesses, and it assures you that money is easy to make or that you need to suffer and work hard before it can arrive. You're creating that. You're that powerful. Don't do it. You have to identify the problem before you can halt the action, right? It includes a lot of shoulds, and it's mega powerful because it informs your perception of reality while solidifying subconscious beliefs. As it's both a powerful gateway to the incredible and a powerful weaver of truthless shadows. I had trouble with that last time. A weaver of truthless shadows. That is a powerful image, is it not? It's a weaver of truthless shadows. It's just a shadow. It's not even... It's time to be mindful of the story you are telling yourself. If it needs a rewrite, edit its message to share the most beautiful parts of who you are. If you uncover something negative that's been playing on repeat, you hit a massive opportunity to stop the loop. Let that sink in. Stop the loop. Stinking thinking, okay? Previous videos. Please listen to it. It's a powerful message. I don't know why it's one of the least watched. Probably because it's the most powerful message. And it puts people know they have stinking thinking to deal with. I don't care. I don't care who you are. Unless you have a system where you, in any moment of stinking thinking, can negate it, you need to listen to that video. Or pray for a different tactic to stop the loop. Okay? Okay. Because that's how we uncreate our magic. That's how we uncreate our vortex of stuff. from um, the law of attraction. We can tap out our vortex just by stinking thinking. That's what it's on. That's the whole point. You can't create and joy 1 minute and then stinking thinking the next and expect it to show up. That's the work. This is the test. It's an open book test. Here you go. You're welcome. If you uncover something negative that's being played on repeat, you've hit a massive opportunity to stop the loop. You have an incredible story. Dig around in your soul a little bit, and it will be staring back at you with a little something something that no other person on this planet can replicate. It's true. What does that story say you're great at? What does it say you need to work on? Are parts of it tired and old and horribly out of date? What needs a rewrite? Very good questions. Oh, I'm not there yet. You guys saw me. Building cards. You, the muse. You, the muse. You. My goodness. It's their message. It is truly not my message. I couldn't plan this. I couldn't plan this if I tried. You, the muse. Essential meanings. Finding your rhythm, showing off your talents and your light, creative inspiration, embodying your creator spirit, playful abandon, fertility, abundance, nurturing your projects and your people, trusting your inspiration process, self-care message, being overly dramatic, acting like a diva, unrealistic expectations, the ability to find your muse within, wrongly believing that you are not creative enough, entertaining enough, or attractive enough to inspire others to find success. Live from the pit of hell. It's time for you to fully embody your own variety of creativity and light and to become a bona fide muse. Living in inspiration is a lifestyle choice that you can make. Yes, yes. Muse energy is infectious. Yes, yes. Radiant, luminous, bright. When was the last time you felt this way? Surround yourself with things, work, and people that inspire you and step into your role as the muse of your own life. It is necessary now. It's a reciprocal action, thanking the universe for all your blessings. Think about it. That's all they want is for you to be authentically you and to know you are a rock star, a ninja seal, a co-creator, a master manifester, the emperor, the empress of your own story. Let that sink in. To be those things, you have to be the fool first. And take that leap of faith. Faith. Leap. Fool. The fool's journey. That's the story of Tarot. All the way to the emperor and the empress. Ah, ta-da. If something feels untrue, it's meant to be noticed. There are no... Oh, wrong one. Surround yourself with things, work, and people that inspire you and step into your role as the muse of your own life. It is necessary now. You must not avoid limelight of potential if you want to shine, grow, expand, and connect with your future success. Know that you are inspiration itself. Ninja SEALs. Gang, gang. You are a creator. You know exactly what it is that makes your spirit smile, and you recognize what lights you up so you can choose to live smack dab in the center of that light. Become a living muse. Decide to showcase your talents and take your place on stage. Yes, you. Yes, you. Yes, you. Stepping into this expansion muse energy will stoke the fires of inspiration, not only for yourself, but for others as well. Turn on the spotlight. A possibility? Sweet creator. What lights you up right now? When you make a list of people you admire, what is it about them that you adore? What are they doing that makes your soul sing? Do they have anything in common with one another and with the potential that you recognize within yourself? Y'all really are good at this, you know. They're really good at this. Cut the cords of doubt. I should be shaking my head. I'm like, wow. I should just be nodding, going, yep, yep. Cut the cords of doubt. Essential meanings. Rising against any odds. Letting go of doubt. Fulfilling your soul path. Tackling creator angst. And launching anyway. Shining like a freaking sun. And delivering your genius and brilliance. Shining like a freaking sun, it says. Self-care message. Being constrained by doubt and fear. Not taking a chance. Choosing to skip your amazing opportunities and staying in the comfy zone. I love these cards. Doubt can taint the most beautiful of circumstance, or change a trajectory by keeping it unnaturally constrained. It can be an incessant tether, and it may be getting in the way of something you have been thinking about doing. This card is a wonderful sign to take a risk on your own brilliance, on your brilliance. It assures the journey of success and freedom. You don't want that. And it whispers a pure potential when you embrace your true nature. Your desire, your essence, is so like a phoenix rising from the constraints of its old form, or like an angel rising up to the heavens when you let go. When you let go of your anchors and are unbound by the gravity of fear, you will easily see what shackles, habits, or beliefs need to be released first. What is weighing you down, creator love? It's time to let go and release sadness or anger, guilt or shame, and to exhale doubt and inhale love. That's a very good meditation. Just sit in quiet and think that to yourself. Exhale doubt. Inhale love. Sit with your feet on the ground, palms up. Make sure you're breathing deep into your diaphragm. Close your eyes and just over and over do that. A couple minutes. Just a couple minutes. It doesn't need to be 30. The littlest effort will be rewarded 1,000-fold. It's just the nature of what time we're in. Inhale love. Spread your wings and glide home, because the whole of the universe supports this radiant rising of your spectacular spirit. This card shows Phoenix rising from the constraints of its old form, an angel rising up to the heaven, or a fey creature who is not bound by the gravity of doubt. What do you see? And when you get its bird's eye view of your shackles and see exactly which areas of your life weigh you down, which cord needs to be cut first? Amen. Thank you. Thank you, angels. Okay, moving right along. Oh, look at that badass. That's so cool. Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. Transform and unveil your gifts. Yes, yes. Wow. Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. Take your time and focus on developing your gifts and strengths. In native traditions, a shapeshifter is either an animal that has the capacity to change between species, or a shaman who has the capacity to transform into the animal to go journeying. If there is a wild animal you are particularly drawn to or fascinated by, it's probably because you can transform into one in your meditations or journeying practice to go exploring in other worlds. When you shift into animal form, you can see the world through different eyes and tap into the animal's survival skills to help yourself through a particular situation. You may have been through many challenges and lows, but now you are in a space of transformation. You are moving beyond your past challenges and honing your current strengths. There are opportunities for you to discover and rediscover the gifts and talents that you were born with and born to share. All of your past experiences have only helped you see how strong you really are, and you are an amazing soul who can change and transform in ways that people least expect. You have many talents that you will share in your lifetime. You are guided to stay focused on the light, knowing that it will guide you forward. When this card arrives, there's also an opportunity for you to tap into the power of your spirit animal. Note that if you are seeing a particular animal regularly because its medicine is coming to you. Cool. Trader. Like Trader, okay. Exchange energy to create abundance. Sounds like reciprocal relationship to me. Maybe those are some magic carpets. Go fucking riding. I want to go flying, huh? Can you tell? I want to be an eagle today. Magic carpet ride built for two. That'd be all right too. Make connections. Excuse me. Make connections and exchange information, talents, or support. The trader brings the lessons of energy of the lesson of energy of exchange. When he appears, he could represent an opportunity to exchange talents, whatever they may be, in order to expand or be about the exchange of energies that come from the universe, or both. For example, you are a creative person or consider yourself creative. When you share your talents, you are giving them, and when you do so, the universe will give you more. Or I just said this before. in the beginning of this video, the reciprocal nature of the universe. They are so good at this. My mouth gets excited. Can you see it? The universe will give you more in order for you to share more. It's all beautiful. It's all a beautiful cycle. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. The trader also reminds you to be, oh, my ears popped. That was nice. The trader also reminds you to be open and honest and act with integrity in your exchanges, because doing something to get something will only lead to challenges. Is that from Jurassic Park? The universe operates under the law of cause and effect, and it's always looking to return. Don't forget to look into the Emerald Tablets if you're new here or haven't heard me say it before. So if you're lacking, if you are lacking in the feeling of abundance at this time, you're being invited to share your time. Okay, at this time. So if you are lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you are being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself, what can you get? Ask yourself, what can you give? You're so good at this. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It can, oh, that's right. I was talking about the exchange of energy at the beginning about liking and subscribing and leaving a comment to promote the video, and then I have a tip jar, and then I have services and different ways to exchange energy so you can show your reciprocity. Gang, gang. What? We're on the same page. That's kind of cool though, right? So if you're lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you're being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself, what can you get? Ask yourself, what can you give? The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now is the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest, and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up to even greater opportunities in the coming days, weeks, and months. Yes, yes. I don't ever go without, one way or the other. I never have. Even, I always trusted it would show up because of my journey. I had faith as a kingpin. I just did. That's how I know about it. So I can share it now. That was my journey, so I can share it now. That was my journey, so I can share it now. Same thing goes with you. But I freely give, much to the chagrin of many people in my life. But I know the reciprocity of the universe. It's going to come back tenfold. I freely give, and I freely receive. That's a great affirmation to add on your I am. Your I am affirmations. I think it's in the grounding video. The grounding video is a staple. You must know how to ground. and why it's important, okay? Heart guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. We just had this one the other day too. I think so. Love and let yourself be loved. It's reciprocal. And that means by the universe, by yourself first, self-love. Unconditional love of self. You, yourself, and you, and good, the bad, the ugly. Tracy TJ, Tracy J, Temperance. Bring it in, guys. The good, the bad, the ugly, the shadow, the beautiful. All pieces. It's okay. Without it, you wouldn't be you. Be proud of who you are. You have something to share. Once you bust through this veil, all you are is a catalyst for the universe to uplift others because of your walk. That's the magic. Anyone who's trying to shame you for your walk is trying to stop you from being magic. Cool. Magically co-creating, manifesting like a fiend. That critical voice, that's not God. That's not your Holy Spirit. It's not the angel on your shoulder. No judgment here. We are underqualified to judge ourselves and others. So stop. Just stop it. Just stop it. Previous videos, okay? Love and let yourself be loved. Welcome with open arms opportunities to give and receive love. The heart guardian is an angelic energy that can help you call for protection and guidance with all issues surrounding the heart. This is essentially the angel who helps you with all relationships, whether they be with yourself, family, or even a romantic connection. She can enable you to move beyond any limiting fears about trust, discern whom to trust, and understand how you can move forward in a balanced relationship with that person. Let's start that over again. She can enable you to move beyond any limiting fears about trust, discern whom to trust, and understand how you can move forward in a balanced relationship with that person. In this card, she is adorned with a sacred heart and draped in a red cloak to show her capacity to let love lead the way. You are love. You are love. Love. These are part of my affirmations that I started with. You are love, lovable, and loving. The energy of love is surrounding your whole world at this time. Angels are swirling around you, encouraging you to open your heart. Yes, yes. And thank you, gang, gang, love team, and reveal the blessings that you have to offer. They want you to know that you are a highly loving being who deserves to give and receive love. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. If you are finding it challenging to feel love at this time, it's important for you to give yourself credit where it's due. You are also encouraged to welcome support from others, learn to receive. Don't try and do everything on your own. You can't. It's pretty egotistical to think you should or you would, or anybody's expecting you to, or that you're capable, quite frankly. Everything on your own. If you are working on a relationship or in a new relationship, this card can usher in energies that allow you to forge a powerful connection with your partner. Love is in the air. Yes, yes, indeed. Ooh, wise one. Grow with your current situation. Alrighty then. I'm learning the book. Yay me. Wise one. Grow within your current situation. Knuckle down, be reliable and committed, be open to wisdom and insights from your elders. About the wise one represents the wisest aspect of the goddess, the crone. A friend of mine, Tracy Joe, the 5G conference in March. It was in that yesterday. The maiden, the mother, and the crone, that we need to bring back all aspects of the female into this realm and nurture each one. They all have very contributory aspects that need to be embraced and honored in this age of Aquarius. So keep that under your hat, or keep. That wasn't what I wanted to say, but maybe you get the gist anyway. Knuckle down, be reliable and committed. Be open to wisdom and insights from your elders. The wise one represents the wisest aspect of the goddess, the crone. In paganism, the modern Wicca, the crone is the fiercest, most psychic, and most aware aspect of the goddess because she has been through many of life's challenges and overcome many setbacks. On this card, the raven in her hands represents the capacity to overcome the darker times and be reborn again and again. So she helps you to tap into wisdom to overcome whatever life throws at you. Wisdom being the information stored in your soul rather than the knowledge acquired in this lifetime, and to learn from the experience of your elders. Extended message. The wisdom of the wise one is based on something that the younger generation is often lacking. Commitment and reliability. Thank you. Thank you for pointing this out today. I want to cry. On this card, the raven in her hands represents the capacity to overcome the darker times and be reborn again and again. So she helps you to tap into wisdom to overcome whatever life throws at you. Wisdom being the information stored in your soul rather than. I don't know if I could get through it. Stored in your soul rather than the knowledge acquired in this lifetime, and to learn from the experience of your elders. The wisdom of the wise one is based on something that the younger generation is often lacking: commitment and reliability. When this card appears, you are being guided to continue working on your growth and expansion within your current situation. Be committed to your tasks and projects. It can be very easy to get bored or overwhelmed, but persevere. You are being reminded of how it feels to be let down and experience you are being reminded of how it feels to be let down and experience unreliability. And that is not who you were born to be. So keep working, on what you're working on, because it's going to be extremely beneficial for you in the long run. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Building cards. 27. A grand symphony. A grand symphony. It really is, you know. This whole reading is to show us that this is what our life is. To be here now, in this time, in a time such as this, it's a grand symphony of souls. To do the changes, to be the changes, to help, to co-create, to manifest these changes. That we don't want to be a part of this undivine bullshit anymore. That we want to tap in, tune in, and turn on the divine grand symphony and be puzzle pieces snapped into place. Grand symphony. Key concepts. Inclusivity, being part of the whole, removing bias, seeking the interconnectedness of all knowing. The interconnectedness of all, knowing that everything you do has a consequence. Unity, consciousness, the end of division. There it is. As human beings, we have a tendency to see ourselves as separate from others. That's what they've taught us, that we're not connected to anything, that if people don't fall in line with how we feel, that we have a right to throw a fucking fit. Fuck that. Fuck that. This SJW stuff makes me, it's just like, because you know why? What really gets me is that some of the crones are doing it, feeling sorry for themselves. The crones are. So where's, but a lot of the crone, I'm a crone. I embody the crone. I've stepped through. I'm not ashamed of that. That means I've had lots of life as other than. Lots. I've lived my life. I've lived a lot of life. A lot. It's epic. I have crone wisdom and knowledge, stability. I'm steadfast, I'm true, and I'm loyal. I'm loving. I'm not loving to a fault. I mean, I don't have codependency needs anymore. It's a wonderful place. That's the crone position. You just understand things different. But trust me, all women you can be, the crone is a state of mind. And you won't be respected as a crone unless you act like one. I mean, people in their 80s, trust me, can act like children and never reach divine masculine status. They're elder, but If they're acting like spoiled children, what's the point of listening to them? Look at our president. Anyway, that's the he's not our president, okay? He's not. He's not really in charge. He's not. They never handed over the keys. And Washington, D.C. is a ghost town. Well, the White House is. It's a ghost. There's lots of ghosts there, mostly underneath it. The likes of which you wish you will never have to know, but you're gonna know what happened down there. Our compliance has not a grand symphony. That's another video. It's very close. I can feel the energy. I'm so ready, but this is what I'm saying also is like it's going to happen after the 26th, and it could be any time after the 26th. It could be till that June 5th, 15th day. I'm going to go back and listen. Cutoff point where stuff starts happening, and that's why it's important for Ninja Seals, gang, to tap into and turn on so that we can be there for those that we care about, which is every other soul on this planet. Okay, but we need to be there as stable, as sure, as tapped in as we can to help them through their big reveal of the truth in this realm. That's our job. We need to be able to reach back and help and speak and be reasonable to help bring reason and rhyme to the crimes against humanity that have been right under our noses, under our feet, by our compliance, pterodactyl-sized crow. Back to the book. As human beings, we have a tendency to see ourselves as separate from others. This perception is the root of the cosmic joke played on us all. Although our five senses and intellect can help us manage our experiences in the material world, and intuition helps us navigate the invisible, we still struggle with the issue of identity and how we fit into the whole. You're facing a paradox today. You need to focus on being your unique self, for only you can bring your own special harmony to the symphony of the world. But equally, you need to learn to be selfless and put we before me, seeing yourself as part of the consciousness that unifies us all. You're being invited to step back and see the bigger picture until your individual part of the world stage disappears and blends with the glory of all life. It's true that you and what you do counts in far-reaching ways. Consider this, though. When you listen to music, it's the whole, not the single note on its own that makes the song come alive. So today, ask yourself, can you be part of something bigger? Can you put the principles and needs of the group above your own wants? They're so good at this. Can you fully embrace the concept of unity and diversity by celebrating all the notes in the symphony? If so, then you will indeed be wise, and whatever you are dreaming about will be fulfilled beyond your wildest hopes. It's time to do your part, to sing in harmony with others. Stay in tune and learn the new harmonies and notes. Such sweetness will arise. Time machine. Mandela effect was a real thing. I don't know if anybody remembers that anymore, but I mean, it kind of left the forefront. But I think they got their time machine taken away from them, so they couldn't keep playing. But they tried. CERN's been kind of out of the. I mean, they would have had to have taken down CERN, one of the first things, if you think about it. Anywho, back to the book. Key concepts: inherited patterns, conditioning, lessons already learned, cellular memory, honoring the past without being trapped there. Don't build a tent and dwell anywhere. You need to stay alive in each moment. So if you're pitching a tent to dwell somewhere, that's where you need to pitch in and do the work. It's an open book test. Pay attention to the roots. Pull them out by the root. Take previous videos, okay? Empty out your baggage. And look at, as soon as you do, you've got shiny, brand new shiny luggage to go into your adventures forward. Get all new stuff. Go new places. Experience new things in a new way. All shiny and bright, unburdened, unweighed down, untoxic. Doesn't that sound like heaven on earth? It is. This is our destination, creating heaven on earth. That's sinking. We rely on stories we inherit from our ancestors, our families, and our culture, and the world around us to construct a map of our reality. We develop new stories in life. We build on those old foundations, repair them when we can, or tear them down to begin again. The best and most powerful traits and experiences of your ancestors are yours to integrate into your life, so you don't have to revisit your hardships or rectify their mistakes. You have a magical map with which to navigate your current circumstances. Look to the past for answers now. Ask yourself in this situation, what can I learn? What can I learn from those who came before me? What traits can I emulate in order to move through this challenge with wisdom? How can I build on what I already know and integrate this understanding? Or people are they're negating that word understanding and calling it innerstanding instead of understanding. Understanding gets oppressed. Understanding gets cemented as part of you, as part of your core. And integrate this understanding. What might I do differently? Sometimes, don't forget, spelling. It's spell work. You can change the spelling of something and it changes its intention. That's sinking. Sometimes you walk blindly into traps set in the past. Perhaps you couldn't see that you were repeating a pattern until you were well in it. Perhaps you couldn't see that you were repeating a pattern until you were well in it. The best course of action here is to rest, practice self-compassion, and make a conscious choice to do something differently next time. Yes. Clarity will come. Remember that if you stink at thinking, I'm sending y'all back to that one again. Take that into consideration, okay? Remember, clarity will come. Remember that if you do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. Amen. Insanity is repeating the same action, expecting a different result. I mean, cliches aren't tried and they're not still here because they don't make sense. History repeats itself only if you allow it. The most important thing is that you are becoming aware. You can make a different choice regarding how you respond to life right now. Yes, things can be awkward and uncomfortable as old hurts are revealed and new solutions are attempted. This time is ripe for change, so keep going. Every step is important. Allies will rally, but in the end, you are the one you've been searching for. All the answers are here. All. It's all about the heart. One day you'll remember how your beautiful new story was just around the corner. Said that too. Dang, they're good at this. Wow. Wow. Gang, gang. Love team. What? They're badass cosmic gangsters. My goodness. We're going to put that friend for last. Okay, got more builder cards, people. Page of Raphael. You saw me shuffle. Okay, I'm not hiding nothing. Page of Raphael. Gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. There she is, on her magic carpet. Page of Ariel, in her library. Reliable, clever, educated, balanced. Oh, I didn't read this one. Silly me. A new emotional situation. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations. Great intuitive insights. Thank you, Raphael. Page of Ariel. Reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. We've got an excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. Oh my. The wheel. Hi, Jeremiah. Wow. The wheel's a very special card. It's a karmic ending. It's the karmic wheel. It's moving now. That's what this shows. New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Claim that, guys. Claim it. Claim this message. Do it. Do it. Do it. Two of Michael. Look at that. There's our unicorns waiting to go for a ride into the sunset. Isn't that fun? One for me and one for you guys. Well, one at a time. We'll just go riding. I'm sure there's more, and we just got to get them. We'll all go. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Wow. Does that tie into the rest of the message or what? What? Overanalyzing is a problem. They're so good at this. Find a compromise. They blow my ever-loving mind. Two of Gabriel. Take a walk on the beautiful beach. It reminds me of that movie Contact at the end. If you haven't seen that movie, everybody should see that movie. I refer to it a lot in my everyday conversations. There's a couple of scenes in there that are profound as F. Make bold and ambitious choices. They are so good at this. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. Isn't this fun? And here we've got Michael Angel taking his bow. Well, it's his female version. Don't forget, it's a suit. This is the tarot deck, so he's an entire suit. Get it? Okay. The situation has ended, and you are finally free. Yay, you! Yay, me! New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. Okay, so thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you, thank you. Bless you, bless you. Namaste, okay? I don't know what's the day's gonna bring, so I'm just gonna float and see what happens. I'll probably drop another one later, more than likely. Probably that short one I was talking about. I'm so honored to be Soul Tribe with you guys. Your energy is amazing. Hang in there. It's an open book test. Don't forget, embrace this day of change. It's a portal. It's a 555 portal today. Embrace it. Use the energy to catapult you to where you want to be and what you want to change. Your intention means everything. That's the magic. Get into a place, make sure you're manifesting from a place of joy, of experiencing that feeling. That's the law of attraction, okay? If you need help with that, don't forget Abraham Hicks, or there's many others. Aaron Apke also has one. I haven't watched that one, but I know he has a series on that. Okay, so ciao for now. See you later. Enjoy your day. Be very blessed. Blessings, 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 blessings. Bye.